so the time is 6. Yeah. I call the June 28th Board of Selectmen's meeting to order. Let's stand for the pledge of allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I had the hiccups earlier, so if they come back, I apologize in advance. I haven't had the hiccups in like, I don't even know how long. Citizens' comments? None. Approval of minutes. All right, we have a bunch of minutes here. We have, the earliest is May 17th, 2022. That was a special meeting. And then there's May 31st, 2022, that was a regular meeting. And then June 7th, that was another special meeting.
All right, move that we approve the minutes for the meetings of May 17th, June 7th, and May 31st.
Okay.
Inclusive.
And I'll second that. So the motion's been made and seconded to approve May 17th, May 31st, and June 7th minutes. Is there any discussion on any of those minutes?
No.
So all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, hearing none, they're approved. Okay. Minutes, correspondence and announcements. I don't have any.
Do phone conversations qualify as correspondence?
They could.
I'd like to discuss that for anybody's benefit. Or if you're other ask.
Like pass for now because it's on the agenda too. So board and committee reports, we have none. I guess for like part of announcements is we're just finalizing the end of the fiscal year right now. So that's mostly what we're doing is finishing up anything that needs to be done by June 30th and getting ready for because the budget passed, and then getting ready for July 1st. So that's pretty much what we've been doing the past like 2 weeks. And the auditors came and it's just what we've been working out. So that's an announcement, I guess. Board and committee reports, there's none. Finance report.
I didn't print it. I'll print it again with you. I'm going to try to work on one that's a little bit better, a monthly report that kind of gives you an idea of where we're at right now, how much is encumbered for the full year, so we can keep an eye on the accounts throughout the year, and a little synopsis of each. But I need a little bit more time to get that started.
She went to a class
I
today.
went to a finance class
With
today.
Tony?
Yeah.
With Tony and
So they got a lot
Darlene.
of good ideas on.
So yeah, they gave a lot of good ideas. But I just need a little bit more time to get it finalized. But this fiscal year, we should be able to keep. I'm still waiting a few more invoices from everybody. Everybody's rushing to get everybody
Trying
their
to
last minute
keep track of what we,
stuff and make
everyone
sure
knows this stuff.
they have all their invoices in before the end of the year. So I'll have an update at the next meeting about how I think we're going to end the year.
Okay.
All right. Full business, ARPA funds update. I've been in communications with JNS Radio. We have to get a new quote on that because the last one was we received in October, and it's like needs to be, things have changed since then. So I'm waiting for a new quote on that. Plus we're probably going to be looking into a couple of different like systems for like, especially for the school buses. This is for the radios for the fire department, the school buses, and the public works. Yeah. So we're moving forward with that. We're just getting I'll have one. So
I don't know.
I'll have one that hopefully works out really fun that I can take home when I need it. So and for the ARPA funds, for the fire department, I did hear there's a new president for the fire department, and I'm going to reach out to him I guess they did vote and approve that the town managed the finances for them, ARPA funds, but I need more details on what they want to use them for, so. Still working on that too. And the rec commission, I went to their last meeting to talk about the ARPA funds that they have, because they have 50,000 that we were gonna allocate for them, and so if they had any ideas on what they wanted to use them for. We were talking about using it for engineering for the garage back there, to put it into, public bathrooms. Public bathrooms, this is for the engine, to get the plans for it, so public bathrooms, storage space for like the rec stuff, and an office space for rec. And
Will they prioritize those goals?
for,
Well, storage space, office for rec,
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah.
Eat.
yeah, it would be like.
That would be like priority one, and priority two is when we get the money.
Yeah, so what we would do, what we were talking about is a lot of the grants that we're looking at. There's a lot of grants out there right now especially for smaller rural municipalities. Most of these grants, in order to apply, or like you can apply for them, but to be considered to be awarded them, they want plans in place already. Like they need.
Grant writers can take care of that.
Well, we need to make the plans, and he's not an engineer, he can't do the plans.
Sure, I understand.
But he can do the grants, so, but we have to have things in place before we can even apply, which would be the plans, and we have to show public support. So, what I was talking to the rec about after the meeting, because I was thinking more, and they wanted to add some stuff, they have other things they want to do to Constitution Field, like fix the fencing, put the ball field, put a pavilion out there, all the playground equipment needs to be replaced, like a whole bunch of stuff. That, a better idea too would be to get engineered plans for the whole rec area, so that we have long-term planning for, so if we have all the plans, including for the building, then we can go at it in pieces. And there's different grants for different things, because some of the things, when we had the playground inspector out there, we're not, for like insurance and stuff, they inspect our playgrounds. And, he said we're not ADA compliant anywhere out there. Like, we're supposed to have ADA access from like the parking area to the playground, and like all this stuff that we don't have. That would all be in the plans too. And there's different types of grants for different parts of the project, and if we had a public hearing, like a public meeting too, to let them know what we were doing, we could get public input on what people want to open it up to, like, for the future too. So that's the plan for that. Then
The rec commission is responsible for that, not you.
Well, kind of not. So, because we still oversee the money, so it would be up like us overseeing it. But them being a part of it. So it's all connected. So that's the ARPA funds. Ordinances, there's no changes on any of those right now. Wally Schoolhouse, no changes on that. The library roof project, the roof's been done, and I'm just waiting on the inspection. And I just sort of peek on it, he inspected it today. So if all went well with the inspection, then we can close that out and that will be done. Progress with grants. I'm trying to think of, I think the only difference from the last update, we got approved for the bridge, what is it, state and federal bridge program?
The federal state bridge program, we've got we put in the request to be part of the state piece, which pays for 100%, the 20% that the federal grants don't pay for. for the design phase only.
Yeah. So it'll cover the state and federal bridge program, cover all but like 400, 500.
It'll be approximately 450,000 that the town will be on hook for. Out of two million,
Yeah.
almost 2.1 million.
So it's a huge savings. So even though it's still a lot, it's still a huge savings.
And do we have a community or commission?
Yes, we do have a Fortune Bridge committee.
How many people on this?
1, 2, 3, 4. But we're always open to new people if anyone wants to be on it.
Somebody that I think would be a candidate.
Okay.
I'm talking about it. He's helped out with the bridges.
Okay, that'd be good. So if we get a name and a contact when we have the next meeting, we'll let them know. Or her know. Okay. So I think that's all with the grants right now. Beach Pond, Beachdale, Drawdown, I haven't gotten anything on that.
You know, we were asking for 6 feet.
That's what we've been asking, but they won't usually go higher than 2. So,
2 feet?
Yeah.
Can't do anything.
I know.
I'm involved.
I know. So I'm trying to work on something.
Can other Summers and
I have heard already. So it's helping.
yes.
Yeah.
You can't even get the footings on most of the walls.
I know that's what I've been saying, and that's at the last meeting when I was explaining that when they were talking about the berms, that's their answer for that. So they're supposed to get me more information on that and how a resident will go about it and like what they're talking about, but I haven't heard anything yet. Title VI coordinator, there's no change on that yet. The Forge Hill Bridge, that's on here. Please talk about that already.
What is Title VI?
Title VI is for the van grant we have for the seniors. We have to have a Title VI plan in place, and we have to have a Title VI coordinator appointed.
Mm-hmm.
They go together. It's for like not handicapped, but I guess disabled, and it's to make sure that our services are available to
People who need them.
yeah. But like that, we have things in place for like people that are blind or deaf or
Speak a different language.
It's supposed to be a part-time position, or
The Title VI is just like, they're just supposed to, like, if we get any complaints, they're the ones that it goes to.
what do you hear now?
Yeah, that's probably how it will be. But I have to have the plan in place because the plan like goes with
The town has never
board.
received one, so.
Yeah. So it's stuff, there's certain things that have to be posted on the bus and,
Spanish, English,
yeah,
type of.
yeah, so. Stuff like that. The Fort Hill Bridge DOT bridge program, that's what I was just talking about. The formation of the municipal ISP, Skip's not here. 457B update. Do
We did that last.
we want to keep that on there or take it off?
We should keep it on until we move the plan with Tony. Understand his point man on contacting the state rep for the state plan.
Mhm.
We should ask if he's here, ask if he knows anything about
He's
it.
not here.
Left already.
All right, because what he had last told me was that Prudential had sold off that book of business. I guess another company's taking it over, so temporarily everything's in abeyance.
Mhm.
But that sometime in September, we thought, or August, we would be able to then apply to the state. I had asked him by email a month and a half ago if the rep could come in and talk to us.
Mhm.
I thought that would be a good time to also see if we get the president of the board there, maybe have him
Okay,
sit in on a daytime evening out here.
right, we can check with that.
But, so you'll follow up the time?
He'll be here tomorrow, so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, budget 22-23. Like I was saying before, we're just right now just finishing everything up, trying to remember people that still need to give us invoices for things and closing everything out.
22, 23, no,
Oh,
that's the
that's the
one
one
we just passed.
coming up.
That's
Okay,
the one that passed, and then we're
yeah,
gonna put it down.
not yet. So that starts July 1st for the 22-23 year. And then, so the capital projects passed with that, so that's the next thing is to go through and, for the capital projects with the school signed, so I gotta reconnect with everyone that I was working on with that and move forward on that too. Hopefully have stuff in place for when school starts.
Good luck.
I know, that's what I was just thinking, kind of like, it's probably not gonna happen, but you can try. Meeting House RFP, we have the RFP all ready to go. I'm gonna go over it, one more time with John tomorrow, because he's here on Wednesdays, and we'll probably have it ready to go out, like, tomorrow. We had to put some dates in there, a date for reviewing, so if we get people that want to put in a proposal for the bid for the building, the cost of the building only, that we have a mandatory viewing date where they can come and see the building in person. I've called the property owner next door to give them the date and ask permission if we could walk around the property, for the viewing, and I didn't know. And I know the easement that we had talked about at the last meeting or the meeting before when he was here. So our attorney's gonna be talking to his attorney, and we'll go forward with the viewing date and the RFP, and if we get people that want to come, we'll do it then. And we also might need to consider somehow securing the roof between now and, because the RFP is going until August. We might want to consider securing it somehow so that we don't have to worry about it blowing off between now if we get in a storm.
Now, who's living in the house that we need access to?
The owner's son, I think.
And we asked them or son for permission.
Yeah, we can't though.
No.
Because the owner's the one that owns the house, and he's the one that has already stated at meetings before we were here that we can't go on the property without his permission. So that's why. Yeah. But that's why that is. Our attorney's talking to that attorney just to let him know like what's going on.
And then our next step, if we don't get cooperation, is to.
I'm still talking to the attorney about that. And we talked about that before too. So that's about it. It'll be something like that. The procurement policy, we're still working on that, but we should have that hopefully maybe by the next meeting. Some form.
And he's got to go with the auditors, and he's gonna double check the amounts for me to make sure that we're complying with the federal regs before we finalize the procurement thing.
So we'll have that. And then new business, the school readiness liaison appointment. We got a letter from Superintendent Burrows. The Voluntown School Readiness Council has voted to approve requesting that the Board of Selectmen approve the appointment of Amy Suffoletto as the 22-23 School Readiness Liaison to OEC, or the Office of Early Childhood. It would be helpful for the selectmen to send me as the chairperson a copy of the minutes, and a motion would be made to support the decision of the School Readiness Council to forward the name of Amy Suffoletto to the Board of Selectmen to officially appoint her as the Voluntown School Readiness Liaison to the Connecticut Office of Early Childhood.
What is, this is another volunteer position too?
This is usually the position, usually the school principal has it. This is a professional position responsible for facilitating the smooth and efficient operation of the school readiness program for the town of Allentown. The school readiness liaison must have considerable knowledge, skill, and ability in early childhood development, grant writing, management, record keeping, skills, and knowledge of the laws and regulations regarding school readiness programs. So it's a professional position.
Okay, so they're paying this new hire out of their budget.
Well, it's not a new hire, it's a school principal. So.
Oh, it is the school principal?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, fine, I make the motion.
So I'll second that. So any discussion? Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. So it's opposed. Okay. And any other business?
I was on the walk for the Wood River Watershed River
Oh, yep,
Association this weekend, and a gentleman by the name of Chris, he's the chairman of that board,
yep,
informs me that we are one of the many towns that are part of
Yep.
that council. Without representation, I'm not volunteering for it. But he did point out that apparently the flooding on Bailey Pond that you
Yeah.
had referenced several times
Yeah.
was not caused by a beaver dam.
oh, yeah.
It was apparently caused by a Rhode Island property owner who had put boards in an old dam.
Oh, he put the boards himself?
Yeah, so the town went out, cut the boards, he bought new boards and put it in, I guess we had 2 events. And I guess the town at that point cut the boards up and took them away and had a word with them. So hopefully your problem has been resolved.
I wonder why. That's funny. Guys, it only flooded that first time, so the town must have been paying attention to it. So, because it only flooded that one time, it's really bad. Yeah.
He also told me that apparently they're getting a $200,000 a year grant from the federal government
Yeah,
for their purposes.
we know that, and we can apply for it, if we can show that what we use the money for, helps for certain criteria.
Biodiversity.
Yeah. So, we're actually thinking of something for the beavers. Like, to keep the
Trade tickets.
I know, to keep the beavers out from under the road. So we're thinking about applying for that. But no, Chris was really helpful when we had the flooding. He came out, and I was on when the Wood Pawcatuck group started. I was actually the liaison. Their logo that they have with the dragonfly, I was on the committee that designed that. So it was fun. I was on that for a long time. And I told Chris that to let me know, because there's stuff we signed on to be part of the grant for that. To let me know when there were meetings, and I would go so that we had someone covered, because someone has to be there for the grant stuff.
Well, if you're called out, we appreciate it.
So I told him I'd be that person, so we had someone. But, which walk did you go on?
Stepping Stone Falls, from the Bed and Butter Trail.
Okay. Nice
Very,
town.
very beautiful.
Okay. We don't need any executive session, so I guess suggestions for next meeting. Okay, so adjourn.
Move.
All in favor? Meeting adjourned. That last way a long time.